Hello everyone. 2023 O-Level A Math Paper 1 was done yesterday. Hope all of you have done well. So without further ado, let's see how to solve all the questions. Question 1. Find the value of the constant c such that the line y equals to 2x plus c is a tangent to the curve y equals to x squared plus 3x plus 1. If we are to draw it out, quadratic line and a straight line. Okay, basically they have y intersection. So by understanding, there are two ways of solving. First way is just to equate these two functions. So because they only intersect at one point, so that means b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Okay, first of all, equate them. 2x plus c equals to x squared plus 3x plus 1. X squared minus plus x plus 1 minus c is going to be 0. And because of b squared minus 4ac equals to 0, we can deduce that 1 squared, b is 1, minus 4, a is 1, c is 1 minus c, and 0. 1 minus 4 plus 4c equals to 0. 4c equals to 3. C equals to 3 over 4. So that's the answer. The other way is to focus on the word tangent. Whenever we talk about tangent or gradient, it's more or less about dy dx of this function, right, of this curve. So let's just solve for dy dx first. We'll see 2x plus 3. And because the gradient of the curve is a tangent, right? At this point, the tangent has a gradient of m equals to 2. Therefore, when we equate 2x plus 3 equals to 2, we will be able to get the corresponding x. In this case, x is negative 1 over 2. So when x equals to negative 1 over 2, my y is going to be negative half square plus 3 negative half plus 1, which gives me negative 1 over 4 in the end. You can simplify and find the answer, okay? Negative 1 over 4. Why do I do this? Because in this way, I can sub it back, okay? I can sub back this value and this value into the line equation here to get c. Okay, let's see. Negative 1 over 4 equals to 2 minus 1 over 2 plus c. Negative 1 over 4 equals to negative 1 plus c. So c equals to 3 over 4. Question 2. Express given fraction in partial fractions. By formula, we know it's going to be a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x plus 2 plus c over x plus 2 square. Okay, to compare the numerators, we'll get a multiplied by x plus 2 square plus b x minus 1 x plus 2 plus c multiplied by x minus 1 equals to the original numerator 18 plus 11x minus 2x squared. Okay, this equation guarantees that for all values of x, it's gonna be true throughout, okay? So we can choose all the values of x to sub in. When x equals to 1, x equals to negative 2. These are the two values that's easiest to do. When x equals to 1, we'll see this term is going to be 0. This term is going to be 0. So we will be left with 3 square equals to 18 plus 11 minus 2, which gives us 29 minus 2, 27. Okay, so A is going to be 27 divided by 9, 3. Okay, so we have A equals to 3. When X equals to negative 2, this term is going to be 0. This term is going to be 0. So we are left with C minus 3 equals to 18 minus 22 minus 2 times 4. So 18 minus 22, which gives us negative 4 minus 8 is negative 12. So C is going to be 4. And then the last value, we can simply choose X equals to 0 to make it easier. So when X equals to 0, this is going to be 4. 0 plus 2 square. 4A. A is 3. 4 times 3, 12. N plus B minus 1, 2. C is going to be 4. X is 0 minus 1 equals to 18. And we know that minus 2b is going to be 18 plus 4 minus 12. Gives us a minus C plus 4. Yes, so it's going to be a 10. B is negative 5. So final answer, you can just simply write the partial fractions out. A is 3, so 3 over x minus 1. B is minus 5. X plus 2 plus C is 4. X plus 2 square. Okay, if you want to make this whole thing looks complete, you can simply just write equals to 18 plus 11x minus 2x square divided by x minus 1 x plus 2 square. Okay, so you can simply put this one at the left hand side. Okay, leave this one at left hand side. Question 3. Prove that left hand side equals to 1. Okay, the left hand side looks very bulky and troublesome to deal, but let's just observe. Do you realize that this and this are similar except for the sign difference, minus and plus? Same thing here. I hope you do see that. So this looks like a square minus b square equals to a plus b, a minus b. I hope you can recall this. So let's go with left hand side equals to combine with the first part and combine the denominator. We have cosecant square theta minus 1 plus secant square theta minus 1 and sine square. Okay. So it's not nice to deal with cosecant and secant. You just convert everything to sine and cosine. Keep cosine square theta. And this is gonna be 1 over sine square theta minus 1 plus sine square theta over 1 over cosine square theta minus 1. And that gives us, yep, let's deal with the fraction and whole number. Combine into one fraction, we will get cosine square theta divided by sine square theta, and the new numerator will be 1 minus sine square theta plus sine square theta over cosine square theta and 1 minus cosine square. Okay, we know that sine square theta plus cosine square theta equals to 1. So we can simply write it as cosine square theta over cosine square theta divided by sine square theta plus sine square theta over sine square theta divided by sine square longer. So we also know that A divided by B divided by C. Okay, basically A divided by B over C is gonna be AC divided by B. So this gonna give us, shift this thing up and shift this one up. We will realize that this one and this one can be cancelled. Sine square and sine square can be cancelled. We are left with sine square theta plus cosine square theta, and that's gonna be 1, which is exactly the right hand side. Bracket proven. Okay, that's question 3. Question 4, simple differentiation. The function given is x multiplied by e to the power of negative 2x. Therefore, we have to apply product rule. Okay, differentiate, keep, plus, keep, differentiate. In this case, it's gonna be 1, keep negative 2x plus, keep x, differentiate e to the power of negative 2x. We'll have a negative 2 in front and e to the power of negative 2x. This is because if you are to differentiate dfx, you will get f prime x dfx. So then we can simplify further. It's going to be e negative 2x minus 2x e negative 2x. Okay, you can combine, as in you can factorize this. You can get 1 minus 2x e negative 2x. This is done for part A. Part B, hence, find the integration of x e to the power of negative 2x dx. So the word hence suggests that we have to use the answers we got from part A. So if I'm to use answers here, you see, if I'm to integrate here, I'll have part of this which is related to this. Integrate e negative 2x minus 2x e negative 2x equals to, you see, if I'm to integrate this whole thing, I'm going to get back x e to the power of negative 2x, right? Of course, don't forget about dx, x e negative 2. Okay, so this left-hand side can be separate into integrate e negative 2x dx minus 2 integrate x e negative 2x dx equals to x e negative 2x. Okay, integrate this one, we will have e negative 2x divided by negative 2, right? Then minus 2 integrate x e negative 2x dx, and we'll same thing on the right. So we'll realize that this is the one that we want to find. Just copy it down. Dx equals to bring everything else to the right hand side. X e negative 2x plus half e negative 2x divided by negative 2. Okay, so this will give us the answer as negative x over 2 e negative 2x minus 1 over 4 e negative 2x. Question 5. Solve the equation this equals to cotangent theta for theta between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. 6 marks. Okay, the only thing that we can change for now is cotangent. So let's try cosine theta plus 4 sine theta divided by cosine theta plus sine theta equals to cosine theta over sine. This is because tangent equals to sine over sine. Okay, so we flip it around and we can do a cross multiplication, and that gives us sine theta cosine theta plus 4 sine square equals to cosine square theta plus sine theta cosine. And we realize that these two can cancel out. We are left with 4 sine square theta equals to 2 cosine square theta. Okay, you can keep them to one side. 4 sine square theta minus 2 cosine square theta equals to 0. Then we can change cosine square to sine square, since sine square theta plus cosine square theta equals to 1. 4 sine square theta minus 2, 1 minus sine square theta equals to 0. And that gives us 4 sine square theta minus 2 plus 2 sine square equals 0. And that's 6 sine square theta equals 2. And sine square theta equals to 1/3. Okay. Therefore, sine theta is gonna be plus minus square root of 1/3. And by pressing your calculator, we know that your base angle theta is gonna be sine inverse square root of 1/3, which equals 0.615. Okay, 3SF. All right. But if we are to take base angle, this is 1 theta sine inverse negative square root of 1/3, we are going to get negative 0.615 3SF. Okay. So we know that theta equals to 0.615 plus m pi, right? This is a general formula, or theta equals to negative 0.615 plus m pi. However, the given range for theta is between negative pi and negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. Therefore, your theta can only equal to negative 0.615 or 0.615.